Hello, hi everyone. Hello dear Pentart creators. Today's live show will be very special and I'm so glad because Mr. György Holczer will be our guest. He is the founder of Pentart. Since we introduced our new products, you sent a lot of questions about and therefore we thought it is better if Mr. Holczer talks about
George.
Okay.
Yes.
George talks about a little bit how these materials work. So after that, I will show you the UV resin, of course in practice as well, and I will talk about a little bit about these products. So I think let's start with the theoretical information.
Hello everybody, and I'm very, very glad to see you. It is my first English lesson about the chemistry of our products. And so first I would like to explain what is the difference between the epoxy resin and the UV resin, because you know that we have now two new different type of products. The first one is the epoxy resin, and Alma has showed really a lot of things and a lot of examples about it. And the second one, it is the UV one. So about the epoxy, I'm going to show you some small chemistry so you can see. This is the molecule we are speaking about it, and this is only one molecule because we need two different molecules to make the structure. And this is the one, and this is the second one. And these products, there is a chemical reaction between the component A and the component B. I don't speak about the chemical name of these products because it is not so interesting. The more interesting it is this structure, this pattern you can see here. And this is the structure, and it means that between the A component and the B component, if you mix together, you can feel some heat. It is a sign of a reaction, a chemical reaction between the two components, and then we are waiting and waiting. We have to wait 24 hours or 72 hours, and it will be a solid, transparent film, and we are happy. And this is the film. This is the film. And you can see that this structure there is some orders in this film, so some patterns, some regular patterns. And what does it mean? It means that the ratio should be exactly the same. So we say that is 1:1, it should be 1:1 by volume or by weight. It depends on what kind of products we are using. Now we are using this type of products, and this is 1:1 by volume. So this is our epoxy products, and you see that there is a very, very wide range of products we can produce from this. And now what is the difference between the UV resin and the epoxy resin? So the UV resin, you can see there is one interesting thing that here are two bottles. In my hand, here is only one. This is the one difference, that it's one component. It contains only one component, this UV resin. And the second one, it is also obvious, so you can see that this one is transparent and this one is black. Why? Because the UV resin is, there is a chemical reaction because of the UV light. Yeah. What is the UV light? Let's speak about it, only some words about it. So if we see the so-called spectrum of electromagnetic rays, so it's a rather wide range of different waves, and you know a lot of from them the radio waves. You know the microwaves from micro heater, and the third one is the IR. It is also infrared. And then a very, very narrow part of the spectrum here, here. This is the light that we can see. Here are the visible waves. And it is the enlargement here. And you can see here the colors of the rainbow. So red or, sorry, it is opposite sides. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, ultraviolet. Ultraviolet, it is UV. And after the UV, this is the light we cannot see, and the IR, so it is infrared also we cannot see. The IR is not so dangerous. It is very, very pleasant and warm. And the other one, the UV is rather dangerous. It means that it is much higher energy. And why it is necessary is much higher energy, because in this case we can inhibit the chemical reaction. And so here inside, in this black bottle, the one component which is very, very sensitive to the light, and outside you will see what happens. So Alma is going to show you everything about it. So this is the product. This is the difference. And so this product contains 3 different things. So it contains also the bricks of the polymer, which is developing, which is forming during the curing process. And the one is the inhibitor. It doesn't include it in the chemical reaction. The second one is the monomer, and the third one is oligomer. There are different types of the monomer. It can be a brick. The oligomer, it can be a panel, a bitter element of this product. And after the photo initiator is starting to work, they bond together, and they are bonding a similar type of product what we have seen in the epoxy products, but it is much faster now. And these are the differences. Which are the differences between the epoxy and the other one, the UV? Yes. So the curing is rather speed, so we can shorten the work. This is the one. And we can work also at low temperature. And there are many different types of curing possibilities. One is the most interesting thing. It is what is the name of this? It's
UV torch?
A torch, yes. This is a UV torch. It is to determine the fake money or the fake cash, but it works with this. And there are also other products which are using in manicures.
Yes, it's nail art lamp.
And so there are many different possibilities. And
excuse me, I just okay.
And there are also some other small or bigger differences, but it is only to explain you that there are some UV resins which are working only during the radiation, the illumination. The others, they started this curing process, and after I switch off it, the curing process is going on. So this could be also the differences. So I think that was the main differences between these products, and I'm also curious how Alma is going to show you how these products are working, but I don't know, do you have any questions?
I checked but no.
No? Who is that?
Only say hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, Marty. Hi.
Sorry?
No, I see. Hi, Raquel. This is used in this video. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Okay.
I think so. After so many interesting theoretical information, let's go and see how it's work in practice. So the UV resin, I think it's a very popular material for the DIY creators, for us. But as George said, this resin they use in technology in many industries, such as the automobile industry or dentistry.
Yeah.
Not the same resin, of course, but the same chemical process. I would like to change the angle. You can see better what I do. I think it could be great. So it's a very easy to use material, and not like the epoxy resin, you don't have to wait days for curing, just a couple of minutes, which many times useful for us, for the creators. But because of the UV curing, we have to be cautious with two things. The one is the coloring, because we cannot use every pigment, because the opaque colorings will abstract the light, and they will hinder the curing process. So the best way to coloring is media ink, which is transparent, or we can use a very small amount of mica powder. Let's see in practice. There is a metal pendant finding, and first of all, there is two UV resin in the portfolio of Pentart. There is a hard one and there is a soft one. We can see the difference. Maybe I think in that product we will use the hard one, and after that we will try the flexible soft one as well. So I'm just pour a little. Oh no, I have to wear gloves. I always forgot that. I hate gloves, but we have to use this to protect our hand and from the sticky surfaces. And okay, so let's start. We cannot pour as thick as we want. If it's too thick, the UV light cannot get through the resin and it won't cure. So we have to use 2 to 3 millimeter thickness maximum. If we want to make a thicker object, we have to make it more several layers. Okay.
This is the one difference between the UV resin and
Yes.
the epoxy.
Yes. And I will use a little mica powder, but really a small amount. Just to make a marbling effect or something like that. Yes. Yeah. You can ask a practical question. How long do we have to use the UV lights? But I can't give you a very exact answer because it's depending on your LED lamp, because the power of LED lamps are can be different. So first you have to test and experience your lamp, but usually it's only 1 to 2 minutes. So this is the way you can use, for example, mica powders, but I will show you another coloring technique when you make the coloring first and after you use it. Okay, this will be the first layer, and I just turn on the UV light. You can see, maybe this is better, yes. And it will curing so fast. I will check the comments. Have you got any comments? Only Kunos Ildikó said hi, Awul.
Szia, Ildi.
Szia, Ildi. I don't know why, but the Facebook has changed the interfaces, and it's a bit hard to us to see the comments and see what we are doing, because we didn't see, we don't see in the same screen. Okay, the lamp is turned off for myself, and it is.
How many minutes was it?
I think it's 1 minute.
1 minute.
Yeah, maybe yes. And it is a hard surface, and we can continue our product. I would like to use some micro beads because I really love that. So I can continue the next layer and use a little of this. This is exactly the same lamp what you can use in the manicure. So maybe you should have it home already. You only have to buy the resin. And it's proper new one. Oh, such amazing. It's just like a caviar or something like that. It's so the silver is a little bit invisible in this surface, so I will use a strongest color. I also shake it. Sorry.
So, I mean,
Okay.
Simple
Maybe we should-
accident happened here.
Oh, it's not an
But they're
accident.
wonderful. Really?
Yeah, amazing.
Cool. I tried to escape.
Okay, I think it'd be cool. Now I will be use a stronger lamp. This is also a micro lamp, just because of the quicker time. It's counting.
Yes, it's 100 minutes, I think. It's 100 seconds.
Yeah. So you can use the UV resin in metal findings, but also you can use in a silicone mold, or you can make a shiny, strong surface for an existing object.
Is it wooden?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a wooden and painted or
Yes.
very cute butterfly. We made that one in the Hungarian version.
Yeah. Let's have a picture.
George,
Yes.
I give it for you.
Okay.
And please make me. I think we can show
Okay.
this torch will be.
Okay, okay, I will test it.
Yes,
Oh, very, very good.
it looks very good. It's the central is at
Yes, yes,
UV
yes.
light. Okay, I think it was enough time. Yes, you can see this is very good and very beautiful shiny surfaces. If you would like, you can add one more layer, but I think it could be great in this way as well. I want to show you another way how can you coloring the UV resin. In this bottle, of course, it's a transparent resin, and you just pour a little, and then we made another color. Okay. And just add few drop of media ink. We mix it together, and it will work as well. You can make a full transparent resin. Okay, maybe it will be good for us. Okay. You have to be cautious for the thickness. It's okay, and just add some more resin to fill it. Exactly. and blending a little bit. Okay, I can see properly. I think it could be great.
Yes.
It's sticky?
Yes, a little bit, yes, but not too much. The power of this torch is not so high.
Yeah.
The other one.
But be patient and...
Yes, I have enough time. I'm listening and learning.
So, this way, the silicone mold pendant, and we turn the UV light on, it will curing. And in another silicone mold, I will show the difference between the hard and the soft one. I think we can use the same method, or maybe vanilla, or more coloring, not just the pony and the coral blue one. Okay, so I will use the soft one in that time. I think it's a very funny material, and when you make sharp edges, it's very good because it's not hurting. It's so comfortable to wear the soft, flexible UV resin. Also add a few drops of media ink. We mix it together. And made vanilla color as well.
This is ready and not sticky.
It was so quick.
Yes.
Okay. So that was the hard one. I think we have to wait a little. And made the soft one. Has a little smell. It's a typical UV smell.
Yeah.
I don't know which is. It's like a bit gluing, or I don't know. Okay, so this is the soft one, and we can see the difference. And what we have to talk about? The glue. Yes, after the glue. It's a very cute mold, and I made I would like to make from this earring and ear bead.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Yes, I made it with the soft resin because there are a lot of little edges, and if it's if it's a hard and a strong one, maybe it's
It is not sharp
less.
at all.
Yeah. Okay. I just okay. The soft resin sometimes a little bit sticky in the surface, but now it's pretty good. If your surface is a little bit sticky, you only have to use a little acetone, like a remover, a nail lac remover, and the surface will shiny and not.
And the rubbing alcohol, is it suitable for do that, or
Uh,
acetone is more?
Yes, you said
Powerful,
acetone is the.
You prefer acetone?
Yes, acetone is the best way for this. So you can see this is really flexible, and this I really love that. So it's funny, and in the Hungarian version, I just I showed my telephone, my phone cases, because it's
a
same
good idea.
same
Because it is flexible.
and you can
and
decorate.
soft.
Yes, so you can
Yes.
decorate what you want. I only check. You have any question? Kicsit lassabban. Okay. Köszönöm a hozzászólást, kicsit lassabban. I will be slower a bit. Sorry. I'm a little bit in.
Okay.
Yeah, I also think the new products are awesome. Katerina, have you used any resins or colorings? Here the okay.
Noemi. Oh. Noemi.
Yes,
Noemi
so
from
easy to
Transylvania.
use, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi, Noemi.
Okay.
Jó napot. Hi.
Yes. Okay. There are some other stuffs what we made in this. You can see, and I won't be so fast. Okay. Here you can check this, and we would like to show the glue.
Yes.
It's a super strong glue.
And the main difference between the glue and the resin, it is the film. But not only regarding the UV products, but also in other products, there is a film forming. And the difference between the film of the glue and the resin is rather different. In some cases, we are using together, for example, for napkin. So it's a water-based product, and for the napkin, we are using resin and glue.
Yeah.
But in this case, there's different. And the adhesion of the glue is much higher to other surfaces, especially on glass. You can see these properties. Okay.
This glue is so cool, but you have to one side, which is totally transparent,
Yes.
because of the UV light, and if the both sides are opaque, you don't have
Yes.
you
Yeah.
have no use. We made some marks for the bottles. There's a bubble. Okay. So I think for this gluing, the UV torch is the most comfortable tool. Okay.
I will hold it. Okay. think it will take about 60 seconds, 1 minute about, or 2 minutes maybe. I don't know, but I can hold if you want. It's okay.
It's okay, yes.
So
I'm just figurating. There is anything we forgot or we show anything?
nice. We start.
Yes. We glue another and take time. Okay. This glue could be great for gluing metal findings for jewelry.
Yes.
Or a glass painting or glass art. You can decorate a lot of things about. Is it good for plexi and plastic materials?
Yes, but we choose it for seeds or different other type, other transparent plastics. There are really different. So there are many differences between the PVC and acrylics.
So this glue is specialized for glass?
Yes. But we have tested also with plastic, and it works also with plastic as well. But in this case, you have to try it. So this is the best way. For glass, it is the most important thing that you should use this rubbing alcohol acetone to degreasing the surface of the glass. This is the most important thing, but on glass you can adhere almost anything.
I think it is ready, I guess. Yes.
Okay.
You can see it's totally fixed and looks so good. Okay, we tried the media inks, the mica powders, but I have to say again, just a very small amount. You can use it, and you can use microblats, flakes, and anything you want. I check the comments. Have you any questions? And I think you can change the yes. Kati, szia! Melinda is.
Hello, csókolom Katika.
Gyorsan.
Magyarul is megvoltunk a múlt héten, aztán visszanézhetők vagyunk.
Igen, visszanézhetünk.
So
Igen, azt hiszem, hogy...
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for the comments.
Yeah, thank
Katarina.
you. Have you got any questions? Or it will be a really quick and really short live show, just like the UV resin.
Yes, the UV resin is quick, and we are also
so
quick in this case. So,
I think
if you have any questions, we are ready to answer about other products as well.
Of course.
So, if you are interested.
Yes. Gorgeous. And we are so curious about your art projects, your artworks, what you make in these materials.
And you know the Pentacolor group, so you can show your artworks.
There are an international version, or the
No,
Pentacolor group
there is
is
only
only
one version, but it's getting more and more international.
Oh, it's super cool.
Yes,
It's super cool. I think we are ready.
yes.
There
Okay.
are, yes.
If you don't have any questions,
Yes.
I think it was.
Yeah, because the Hungarian version was super long, and
Yes.
we
Too long.
no, not too long.
But it was long.
Yes, with
Yes. We have spoken about some questions because there were some questions from our customers before, so we have prepared. But I think it's okay. So if you have any ideas or comments, you can ask also, because you can review everything again.
Yes.
So
I
thank
think
you.
we are ready. Yes.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very
Thank you.
much.
Bye bye. Thank you.